Guru team, welcome back to DayZ, welcome back to Sakhal, welcome back to the White Cloud, welcome back to the start of a new sort of mini series of things that I am doing, and this is about the Islands of Sakhal. So I'm going to start here on the northernmost island group, and there is 5 of them. These, although they're 2, are connected. So we'll talk about these 5 first as part of the series, and we're starting here with the smallest and least dramatic of the 5, which is called Tochka. Now, you need a boat. There's my boat. You need a boat to get out here. That may not be true for all islands. There may be ice that will take you across to some islands, but I think realistically speaking, you're going to want a bigger boat, right? So you're going to want a boat. And I might talk about boats later. Now, about the islands. So the islands, in some cases, are very small. This one in particular, this is it. This is one bit, that's another bit, and you can see the other side there, and that's all there is. Not a lot of the islands have any kind of housing or accommodation or shelter on it. This one does not. There's nothing here. It's just trees and rocks. So you probably need to be aware of that. Wildlife. There's no wildlife. So what are you going to eat? You're going to fish, of course. You're going to eat fish. The good news is there's no Zeds. At least not here. That's not necessarily the same for all islands, but certainly for this island, there's no Zeds. And there's no bears. And there's no wolves. And there you go. But, you know, also no shelter. And if you get stuck out here, well, it's a long walk home. So there you go. Now, you may be aware that the lore of Sakhal is that the equivalent of the UN weren't allowed to land at Sakhal, so they would drop containers off. The containers would wash up on the outlying islands. So you can come out here looking for containers dropped off by the forces that are outside of Sakhal. That said, they're a little bit like train spawns or military convoys. They are dynamic event loot spawns. So while this place has the opportunity for 1 container spawn, there are no containers here. And the other islands have different numbers of container spawns. But again, that doesn't mean they're not a fixed asset. So just be aware, they're not a fixed asset. Come all the way out here looking for a single container, you're probably going to be a little bit annoyed if you don't find it. There's no water on any of the islands. There's not even water on the peninsula at Sakhal, the military peninsula of Vipica. So, you know, don't be surprised. You're going to need to bring your water. Some of the islands may have sufficiently deep snow that you'll be able to scoop it up. But I don't think this one does. So you might need to be aware that for some islands, snow might be a bit of an impossibility, and therefore water. Can you get snow off these things? I don't know. That's maybe something for another time. But so far on Tochka, which is where we are here, there is not enough deep snow to scoop up and put in a container to chelate to even drink. So this place, she a bit barren, mate. You're gonna be in trouble if you haven't brought your own water, because you can't magic it out of thin air, and you can't get it out of the sea either. So do be aware of that. So and could you build a base here? Well, there's probably enough space to build something, but an awful lot of limitations. Anyway, this is only the first of the island group. So I'll be going through this series, and I'll be doing these in order, probably from left to right, because I'm here now. And then what we'll do is we'll go down, and we'll probably do these islands from right to left. Noting that there's an awful lot more little islands and things that are clustered around. And some of them are quite large. So this one, for example, will probably be a multi-episode focusing on different parts of the island. This is the Sicily, as it were, of the place. And this island actually does have 2 villages one on this side and one on that side. So we'll be dealing with those separately. So for this series, we have moved away from the mainland. We've covered all of the main places on the mainland, and we're going to be working our way across and through the islands. And yeah, I hope you find it interesting. You may never come out here, personally speaking. You may play the game and say, "Well, I'm not. What's the point in going out there?" And that's fine. Or you may just like experimenting and mucking around on boats. So there you go. I hope you do enjoy the series. Please stay tuned. Please click the like button. Please subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so you know when the next one in the series is coming out. Please feel free. Drop any questions. Drop any tips, tricks, anything else you found out. And yeah, if you are interested in joining the White Cloud server, please follow the instructions below the video. And I will see you all again real soon. Ta-ta for now. PlayStation